Any ideas what this video is going to be about? Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is Orlando Blau Jr., but you may call me Lando, and I guess the title speaks for itself. As we ring in the new year of 2019, unfortunately, sadly, our coffee shop won't be going along with it. As some of you might have known, there was some time ago that I had a coffee shop. And I'm sure some of you heard about it and everything along those lines. We had opened our doors on Tuesday, March 1st, 2011. It's almost 8 years ago. And it was a nice little quaint little place that we called All Around Cafe. That we opened up back at the mall, at the Pleasant Prairie Outlet Mall in Wisconsin. And it was a nifty idea that came about. Back in January of 2011, my wife just had this idea, the spontaneous idea of, hey, what if we opened up a coffee shop? And it came about because she just wanted a cup of coffee one evening at the mall. And I thought, yeah, that would be an awesome idea. And we were all for it. And so we made this happen. And within 2 months, we opened up All Around Cafe. And we kept it that way up until December 31st of 2018. Where we unfortunately had to close it down. This was quite an experience these past 7 to almost 8 years of having that place. I can't really say that I was the owner, and I guess you couldn't say that she was the owner. Call it employee owned, if you will. When we first opened up this place, we didn't have a freaking clue about coffee. We wouldn't know the difference between a latte and a cappuccino if we tried. And we were just so novice and so naive, and we had no clue what we were doing that first month. But as the months and then eventually the years rolled by, we've started knowing exactly what we were doing. To a point that when somebody tried to tell us that, oh yeah, an espresso? No, I can't do espresso, that's too milky. Espresso doesn't have milk, bro. That's not how espresso works. Coffee, espresso, they're all the same. No, there's a different brewing and different type of grinding, roasting. Everything's different between a coffee and espresso. They're not the same thing. Yeah, they have caffeine, but that's like saying a truck and a little scooter are both the same because they have an engine. That doesn't necessarily mean they're the same. We learned so much, and we encountered a lot of people from all across the world. This wasn't just a local place. We met people from all over. Not just, not anyone who were of Mexican descent or black or white descent, but or even Asian descent. Those are very common, yes, but we met people who were visiting this country. We met people from England, from Argentina, Brazil, Australia. We met people from all around the globe that came to this place and were really fascinated by what we could present to the people. To them, rather. Sorry, I'm stumbling in my words, I apologize. I guess the reason why I am kind of stumbling is because I'm having a little bit of a bittersweet moment in this. I feel a little, it's kind of, feels kind of sucky in a sense. And I thought when I was going to post this video, I was going to have a bit of a positive attitude towards it, and I had ideas that I was going to say, but as soon as you turn on this camera, things that you had in mind change, and you're not thinking as clearly as you like to. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to think a little more clearly as to what I want to present to you and what I want to say about this place. But the feelings are kind of there. I'm not saying that I'm going to cry at any moment, even though I am a bit of a sensitive softy kind of guy. I am feeling a little bit upset. I guess the reason I am is because the reason that we couldn't keep this going was for a lot of reasons. And I'm not going to say that it's everyone else's fault but ours. I know we had some say in this matter to not bring this place up on its feet and continue it. There was a lack of motivation as the years went by, and it didn't feel like we really had the ambition that we once had when we first started. We had different ideas and we had different visions of what we want to do with our lives. As many of you know, I do massage therapy, and also I love to entertain, and sometimes having that coffee shop gets in the way. There were a lot of other things that also got in the way too. If we had other things that were happening, it was sort of really tough to really have some free time when we had to focus on the coffee shop. If we wanted to go to a party, we'd arrive late because we got to work on the coffee shop. If we wanted to go to an event, it may not have happened because we got to go to the coffee shop. And if you're not really inspired, if you're not really ambitious about something, it can be a little hard to feel, in a sense, there's a bit of a grudge that you feel when you can't do anything else. It was working out fine for the first 5 or 6 years, but then a couple of years ago, we had a new mall manager. I wouldn't say a mall manager, a marketing manager. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I don't want to try and post any ill will on people, and I know you want to give somebody the benefit of the doubt and think, hey, you're just, you're just doing your job, and sometimes you got to break some eggs and do things that go against the grain that some people may not agree with. And I understand that. It's just business. It's nothing personal. But this particular person, and I'm not going to name her name, she's a total bitch. She really didn't care about our place. She didn't care about anything that happened in the pavilion. We weren't just the only people. We were in a pavilion eatery where there were other places there as well, and we could tell that she didn't give two shits about anybody there. We used to be in the coupon books. Now these coupon books, guests or customers who were part of a VIP section would ask for a coupon book, and in that book has a whole list of all these different stores that are offering discounts. Everyone in the pavilion eatery used to be on there, and she just came along and just went, well, you guys aren't selling merchandise. You guys aren't retail, so therefore no one in the pavilion eatery, including ourselves, could be in this book. Sure, there's a few other things you could say as well. You could say that because there was a mall that opened in Chicago, it kind of deterred a lot of people from coming to us. You could say a few other things as well. And I think in her attempt to try to get more traffic into the mall, she did something that was a real kick in the balls. She brought in that coffee shop. You know what I'm talking about. The one with the mermaid, the one with the green. She brought that to the mall. I know who I'm talking about. Everyone loves this place. Everyone can't get enough of this place. If you're a local place, nope, I prefer them instead. If you like that place, fine. If you like it, that's cool. But it hurts sometimes when you're a local place, when you're a, mom and pop kind of place that's locally owned. It does kind of hurt a little bit knowing that some big corporate place is coming in. And that really did a lot in terms of sales. We lost a lot of sales thanks to that place opening up. And it's no thanks to that marketing manager. Again, I'm sorry to throw her under the bus, but no thanks to her advertising them like crazy. She advertised it like it was her real true son, while the adopted children just get brushed aside. That's how she treated that place. And it didn't just hurt us, it hurt everyone in the pavilion eatery. Hardly anybody was getting any sales, and she wasn't doing a great job promoting them. But as I stated, she's not the mall manager, she's the marketing manager. As we were ready to get going, we found out that an old mall manager was making her way over and coming back to try and get things situated with the mall. We liked her, she was a very nice person, and we can only hope that she builds that place back up on its feet and hopefully puts the marketing manager in her place. Yeah, that's right, I said it. What about some good stuff about this place? What was some good things that happened at the All Around Cafe besides meeting people from across the globe? I encountered a couple of fans over the years. I encountered a married couple. Shout out, Jonathan, Katie, if you're watching this, shout out to you guys. You guys came all the way from Indiana to come and see me. I hope I hope you guys aren't under witness protection or anything like that if I exposed you. But they came by once, and I was so thrilled to know that they made their way all the way there just to come say hello. That was really cool. I talked to them for maybe at least 30 minutes, took a couple pictures with them, and then I had to get going, but it was such a great time to meet them. There was one kid who was roaming around the mall, and he was a kid from Ukraine, wearing a kilt, walking around just who gives a shit, and didn't even know that the mall he was in was where the coffee shop was. He was a fan of Doug's work of Channel Awesome, and when he saw me, he's like, "You're that guy," and oh my God, he didn't even know. And the best part was that I encountered that kid on my own birthday. I was 28 when he came by, and that was a cool, nice little Christmas birthday gift. Christmas? Okay, it's the new year, so Christmas still on the mind? I'm using that excuse, shut up. There were other people I met across the years, people who really loved our stuff, people who loved our selections, and they were just so enthralled by what we could give. The service that we could give them, it was, I mean, I'm not gonna say it was the best, but I really tried, we all tried the best that we could to give the people what they wanted. And we could have kept it going, we could have kept moving and everything, but I think we ourselves agreed, both myself and my wife, that it was time to close up. It was time to move on, it was time to close up, and it's time to go on through better things. What do we have going on? Well, I will say this, because we closed this place down, that means I have more time to bring to you more entertainment. I have more time to pursue my career as a massage therapist and my career as an entertainer. Don't get me wrong, I can have best of both worlds, so. My wife, she wants to take a moment off and have some time to rest, relax, clear her head. She deserves it. She's an amazing worker. She works really hard, harder than I ever could, and she deserves to take a break. I wouldn't worry about us. Just because we closed it down doesn't mean we don't have a door that's gonna open pretty soon. She's got plans of what she wants to do in the future, so don't think for 1 second, Orlando, are you okay? Do you need a fundraiser? Is everything gonna be all right? Yeah, everything's gonna be fine. We're a little bit bitter at the moment, but we're gonna be all right. In fact, after we closed the place down, we had a New Year's party that we had to do, and we were more focused on that moment than anything. And that seems to be where we're at. We're just moving on. It is in the back of our heads, but it's not in the front of our direction, if you will. I like to say that it was a fun ride for what it was. It was great, it was awesome, and it's something that I don't think I will ever forget. I can't forget it. How can you forget it? If it's been almost 8 years, how can you forget that in your life? This is definitely a different experience for me, and one that I will have for years to come. As I get older one day, as I get older, in my 50s or 60s, I can look back and go, yeah, I heard a coffee shop once. That's not how you make a macchiato, you bastard. Damn that green little fairy place that decided that they know macchiatos. That's bullshit right there. That's unique though, but that's still bullshit. I truly appreciated the experience, and I appreciated everyone that I met over the years there. From friends to family, anyone who came by or anyone who supported and just couldn't come by for whatever reason, thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you for nearly 8 glorious years. 8 years of experience, 8 years of stories, 8 years of stuff we will treasure forever. It's unfortunate that it had to happen, but you know what? Sometimes you just have to shut one door to open another. It's gonna be fine, no matter what. We know everything's gonna be okay. But with that said, again, thank you guys for watching, and if you haven't done so, be sure to like and subscribe for more content. Also, if you haven't done so, be sure to find me and like me on Facebook at Orlando Bilal Jr., and be sure to find me on Instagram, and you may call me Lando. Otherwise, guys, thank you again for watching. More content to come, I promise you on that. You guys take care, and as always, carry on, but most of all, rock on.